It's been a minute, been a minute. Yeah. Let somebody come in. Let somebody come in. Y'all got some questions? Come on with them. If I got an answer, I'm going to say it. If I don't know it, I'm going to tell you I don't know that shit. Yeah. If I got a book of resource, I'm going to tell you I got some resources from where I got it from. Yeah. Question and answers tonight. Y'all know I don't never go live. But, yeah, I'm going to go live tonight. Y'all got any questions? Y'all just plug them on in there. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Oh, why can't I remember my dreams? Yes, indeed. Um, most of the time, the reason why people can't remember their dreams, no questions, love your videos. Thank you. The majority of the time why people can't remember their dreams is because they don't have enough prana built up in their etheric body, or they don't have enough energy work. They don't work on their chakras as far as meditating. And you can find that information in A.E. Colonel A.E. Powell's book. I think it's called The Astral Body. I think that's the name of the book. But it's by that author. And he talks about how once you learn how to build up enough prana inside of your etheric body, you're able to retain your dreams and bring it back to this physical realm. Yeah. So check out Colonel A.E. Powell. Anybody got anything else? Y'all come on in. Come on in. Somebody got something. Don't be shy. Do grava numbers actually work? I don't know nothing about that. I think Brother Yusuf just did a video on that. Yeah, for stuff like that, and those type of questions, go check out Bro Yusuf. Yeah, that's his field right there. My dreams are strange. I have some dreams from the future in a past life. I don't remember. Why is that? Hmm. Um, dreaming about your past life. Are you tapping into your Akashic records? I mean, you know what? Our dreams are linked to our subconscious, and a lot of our past life is actually stored in our subconscious. So I'm not knocking it. Somebody calling me? No, I'm gonna have to call him back. Get that shit out of here. Anyway, yeah. Uh, a lot of the dreams are linked to your subconscious mind. Wait a minute. Somebody said, "How do you tap in?" Hell yeah. Everything I do free. I ain't charging y'all for no knowledge. I don't play that shit. Yeah, I think personally, I think that education should be free regardless. Just like water should be free. I don't think that education should be paid for. If it's gonna better humanity, why would you charge somebody for it? That's just me. Let me see. I think anything that's gonna better humanity should be free. Like anything. I mean, I understand people got to make a living, but when it comes to stuff like this, it should be free. But actually, like if you, let's say if I was teaching at a school though, yeah, I mean I'm making a living that way. I should be getting paid for that. But this here, yeah, I don't think so. Let me see, let me see. Y'all, I got a hair in my nose. This shit aggravating too. I'm about to go pluck that out of there. Let's see. How do you tap in? Yeah, let me get back to that. Oh, you tap in by having a pure heart, by killing the ego. You can clear your mind sometimes and just try not to focus on nothing. And sometimes you're able to hear higher beings send telepathic thoughts to you that way. I've done it. The shit worked. So you can tap in that way. You can also tap in by doing certain meditations. One that I know that works for certain is the Kundalini awakening meditation that is prescribed in the Emblem tablets by Thoth. It's in the last chapter. It's called The Secret of Secrets. Try that meditation. All right, what else we got? Not that I know of. I've seen planes that are futuristic and flames falling to the... Damn. I've seen tombs as well. Hmm. That's an interesting dream. Short at 94, 56.5. Yeah, that's an interesting dream. I had a dream similar to that. But it was lightning striking the earth, like everywhere. Is there any significance to the repeat? Yeah, it is significance to repeating numbers. Now, personally, I don't know how they came up with that shit and who came up with it, but there is significance to it because I always see the number 333. So I looked it up, and somehow, whoever came up with it, they said that the it supposedly means and represents that the ascended masters are with you. The number 333. I think 444 means harmony or something. I'm not sure, but it's interesting though. Just really pay attention to how your life flows, and then see if it corresponds to those numbers. What do you think us Black Pirate Ricans do? The Puerto Ricans do? Pirate Ricans do? What do you think us Black Pirate Ricans do? I don't get it. My bad, phone messing up. Okay, I got you. I'm a born seer. Oh shit, you a born seer? You know they come for people like you, right? The Freemasons do. If you a certified, bona fide, a real deal seer, you got to be careful. You're gonna need some psychic protection. It'll be best for you to in my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do, but in my opinion, um, you're gonna need some psychic self defense. So I will prescribe Dion's fortune book, Psychic Self Defense, because seers are threats to those that are in these Freemasonic lodges, because you're able to actually witness what they're doing, and you're able to tell information that is supposed to be kept secret as far as they're concerned. So people like that are considered a threat to them. Yes, it's a family thing. Okay, gotcha. Read it several times, going back to my grandfather was a Mason. Yeah, my granddaddy was a Mason too. Yep, didn't nobody know it till he died though. That's how secret till he was. I'm not no Mason though. Any more questions, y'all? Y'all give me some good ones. Okay, we got my forehead pulsates multiple times a day. Can't even do it at will. With this shit, if your forehead pulsating throughout the day, that's good. That's good. That's all. Normally when your like between your eye, right? Is that what you're saying? If that be the case, your third eye is trying to awaken. That's your pituitary gland doing that though. Yeah, that's your pituitary gland. When you feel that pulsation, that's your pituitary gland. And it's linked with your third eye. So you somewhere along the way in your life, you're gonna be seeing some shit that the average person they don't see. And you're gonna be seeing it with your spiritual eyes. You are going to be considered a seer. Somewhere along the way, you're gonna be seeing something. You might not see it often, but sometimes you're gonna be able to see stuff. Don't run from it. I'm gonna tell you what help it open it in more much quicker. Stay away from fluoride. Um, get you some fermented skate liver oil. It also will help. Yeah, so like the Sixth Sense, it also will help decalcify the pineal gland. Why do you hear my name being called? Why do I hear my name being called? Shit, you better answer. She said, "You hear your name being called? Answer, answer it." I always talk back to beings. Like I done had out of body experiences where I set up out my body and talk to some people I ain't never even seen before. And when they talk to me, I always talk back. I done talked to a shadowy being, and he got dismissed though because it was. I thought it was some crazy shit, but yeah, he got dismissed. I done talked to a couple beings. So I mean, you never know what these beings are trying to tell you until you actually talk back. You know, you can always dismiss them now, so don't be afraid. My apartment is haunted. I sometimes feel stuff at the foot of my bed. Oh shit! You might need to do it. You might if you feel like it's something bad. If you feel like it's something bad, everywhere I go, I don't care where I move, I always got spirits following me. So it's not even the buildings that I go to that are haunted. I always have some type of spiritual encounter no matter where I go. They always around me. Um, that'd be creepy. What knowledge have you discovered lately that you like other people to understand? Oh, I'm gonna get back with you on that one. Alexander, I'm gonna get back with you on that one. Kelly G, hey, somebody said that'd be creepy. I'm gonna tell you something though. Shorty 94 56 5. You sage Palo Santo, my ancestors altar is up to. That's good. That's good to do. They can protect you on the fourth dimension. They can protect you because they're able to see on a more grand scale on the spiritual plane. Whereas, well, you probably can see too though because you're a seer. But if you're a seer, now I don't know you personally, but if you're a seer, you're able to see too. But if you're not a full blown seer, like where your pineal gland or your third eye is fully open, they're able to see on a daily basis what's going taking place, and it may be your ancestors in there. And because you may have fear, you may be actually inviting negative beings. That's a possibility too, because negative beings they are drawn to fear. So you could be actually giving energy to a negative being if you're afraid. And a righteous being that's on the spiritual plane will not come to you when they see that you're afraid. They just won't because they don't want to frighten you. They don't want to increase the fright. And this just deals with the laws of attraction. You get what you put out. So if you send out fear, only those entities that feed off fear will come. So you got to be careful what energy you send out, especially in your situation if you're a seer. When I was younger, I saw the beings more. Now I'm older. I'm getting back to my gifts. That's good. Hey, that's how we really supposed to be. Smooth as ice. What's up with you? Smooth as ice. Doesn't matter where you hear your name called from. I sometimes hear my name called from my ear. And one time I heard my call from my gut. Oh damn, that's deep. All I'm gonna tell you is this. I'm fearless when it comes to shit like that. So I'm gonna answer regardless, cause I want to see who it is talking to me. They could be finna tell you some shit that's gonna save your life. They could be telling you some shit. It depends on who it is. That could be negative, but you don't know until you actually go through the experience. So it's gonna always be that doubt in your mind, like damn, or it's gonna be that feeling that you should have, you should have went through it so you can actually know. They can't hurt you now, okay? They can't do nothing to you. The only thing that can hurt you is you. If you send out a negative current and you're on a spiritual plane, or you're in between the spiritual plane and the physical plane, like when you're in between that half awoke state, like the night paralysis. If you send out a negative or hurtful energy, you're now giving energy to a being on the spiritual plane to give back to you. Because remember, it is a universal law that whatever you send out, it returns to the sender. So you could basically be psychic attacking yourself. Like I did that shit before, and I made a whole video about it, about psychic attack and self defense. I'm gonna run it by y'all one more time just in case y'all missed that video. I'm gonna make it quick though. So one night I was laying in bed, right, and light lady Pisces. Hey, so one night I was laying in bed, right, and I'm gonna tell y'all the story quick. Then I'm gonna get back to the questions. So I was laying in bed. Well, this ain't no story. This is real. This is what actually happened. I was laying in bed with my daughter, and it appeared that my daughter was kicking and screaming and yelling, and at sleep hours, right? But what I found out is that this was a thought form sent by a being, because I could clearly see with my spiritual eye in my hallway. There was a being, had a big old, he had like he had a big ass trench coat on with a hoodie on his head. And he looked like he had like steam around his body, or mist. So he was like shadowed where I couldn't see him. And because I was so aggravated with my daughter, I sent out an energy as if this being was waiting. It's like some of these beings are waiting on you, especially if they know you on the right frequency. Okay? It was like it was waiting on me to send out a current or this energy. And he flashed through my hallway, flashed through my living room, dining room, in my room, and he pushed my arm real hard. He pushed my arm so hard to the point to where it rocked my physical body. And when I woke up, actually from the paralysis, the sleep paralysis, because that's what was taking place, my arm was hurting real bad right where he hit it at. He rocked my shit good. And when I picked my arm up, it hurt even worse. My arm hurted for like a week. And as the pain started going away, I started forming up a boil up under my arm. So you can actually psychic attack yourself. But sometimes you can be manipulated like I was. I was manipulated because actually my daughter wasn't doing all that kicking and screaming. But it was these beings create thought forms to where you think something is there, but it's not there. Just to make you send out a certain energy so that they can use the universal law against you and you redirect it towards you to use against you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let me get back to these questions. Cooling, my brother. Just glad to catch up on Did you see the news? Speak on UFOs, remind me when you read from the Book of Encounters. No, I ain't see it. I don't even much watch TV like that. But eventually they're gonna have to reveal all of it, because it's getting to a point now to where these extraterrestrials, they ain't finna give a shit no more if the government cares or not, if they make themselves known, because the government has been violating so many of their treaties and contracts that they have made with these extraterrestrials. How do I control my astral? I travel to many places in my dreams. I'm always sleepy when I wake up. Get the book Astral Dynamics by Robert Bruce. He goes in great detail on astral travel. But you really gonna have to build up a lot of prana. Do a lot of prana work. Do some Tai Chi, stuff like that. Meditations like octaves to strengthen your chakra centers. It's really gonna make you. It's gonna allow you to have more vivid dreams, more lucid dreams, and astral travel at will. You'll be able to. Sometimes, like this didn't happen to me when I did certain meditations. You'll astral project out your body subconsciously. So that's what you would want to do. Ever heard of? How you say that? Egregore? Egregore? No, I ain't never heard that before. It happened to me before. I had a thought form that I was being choked. I actually felt it. Hell yeah. That's a psychic attack though. If you actually being choked. That's a psychic attack. Yeah. I have seen two suns in a strange halo around the moon. I've seen that halo too. And I've seen two suns too. I've seen that. I've seen that. Um they got Barack saying they real on YouTube, or was I tripping? Shit, Barack Obama, that's what you mean? Somebody said I missed that question. Oh shit, my bad, Kelly G. But let me say this right quick. I'm gonna go back to your question. Um, Putin, the Russian president, he already did said like 98% of the world leaders are extraterrestrials. The same thing that happened in Atlantis is happening now. Um, the officials at the time of Atlantis, all of those people had been killed off by these snake-headed human body-like beings, or these reptilians, and they hijacked or took over through shapeshifting, took over the um the leadership at the time. The same thing that happened in Atlantis is happening again. So this is why Putin can say, because they have to tell you the truth. If they don't tell you the truth, they're violating your free will. So because the majority of us are under hypnosis, shit, that's what we under. The majority of us are. We up under hypnosis, and we don't believe nothing that we see. We rather just feel like leaning more to our comfort zone so that we won't. That's like one of the biggest things in humanity. They all want to feel safe. So the truth doesn't make you feel safe. It makes you feel at ease. So this is why the majority would rather block out shit like that or even give it thought. But Putin already done said that shit, and they showed it on The Simpsons. They always showing shit on The Simpsons that most of the world leaders are reptilians or aliens or some shit. Well, we know they ain't shit. And we know just by reading the Codex Magica that all of the world leaders are Freemasons. That means they playing a game on the average person. They refer to us as Goyim, cattle. So they can kill. They don't give a fuck about us. If you are not a part of that bloodline, they don't care about your ass at all. They don't care nothing about you. Kelly G, I'm finna go back to your question. I ain't forgot about you. Let me see. One morning, a snake was at my doorstep. Next, I saw a brown rabbit. Every morning for 4 days straight. Every morning while walking my dog. Damn. I don't know what's up with that one, but if you saw that every day, all the time, I think somebody might have been trying to psychic attack you. Cause that's not normal. I believe we have different beings here already. Yeah, Biden isn't real. Oh, y'all check this out right here with Biden. Okay, Biden, Papa Duck showed this. Y'all go check out Papa Duck. He a rapper, right? But he the most conscious rapper that I ever seen. Him and Willie D. But Papa Duck showed on his YouTube channel where he was sitting in his house and he recorded it on his flat screen TV. Just as clear. He showed Biden eye turned to a reptilian eye. Anybody could see that shit. Okay? So, CJ, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for appreciating me. All right, you most definitely opened my mind to a lot. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Smooth as ice. Yeah, that's what happened to Queen Elizabeth. I saw a picture. Yeah, the real one was black. They hijacked her ass. New Queen Elizabeth. I'm gonna tell you what David Wilcox said. David Wilcox said that an insider that worked with the elites told him that. And by the way, Wilcox is the author of Sourcefield Investigation, Awakening in the Dream State, also the Synchronicity Key and the Ascension Mysteries. I got all his books except Synchronicity Key, because he basically repeating the same thing he said in the Sourcefield Investigation. So that's why I ain't want the shit. But anyway, he said that an insider told him that these reptilians, they hijacked Egypt, which I believe they hijacked Egypt, and allowed Egypt to be infiltrated and overthrown. Okay? And then he said that they bred themselves into the Caucasians. And all of these so-called royals that stole all the gold and shit are actually these reptilians that hijack Atlantis, Egypt, and today world leaders. And the shit makes sense to me. And personally, I can believe that shit. Because we see how the world is ran today. There is no reason why nobody should be in poverty when you got people rich enough to feed the world 100 times over. Okay? People rich enough to make it where nobody have to pay taxes. Okay? So just knowing those facts tell me that the world leaders ain't shit. And they can't be humanoid in our favor. Where y'all at? I keep having interactions with balls of light or Merkabahs. When I was 4, one touched me while camping. And last year I watched the ball of light fly from outer space all the way to me. Oh yeah, you most definitely are a star being. Definitely. So whenever you see these balls of light, you're being watched by the hierarchy. But the thing about it is when a lot of people they get, they start getting in their ego like, I'm so special, I'm so special this. Always keep that childlike heart. Never let your ego get the best of you. You know, I can conjure these balls of light. I'm telling you now, them balls of light. Yeah, you being watched. That's all those are. Those are beings from higher dimensions watching you. Yeah, but don't never feel like you better than nobody just because you have some type of interaction with higher dimensional beings. Because truth is, they're no better than you. These higher dimensional beings are actually the future you. Because we only got one place to go in this universe, and that's up. So when you see a higher dimensional being, you're actually looking at a futuristic you. This is why higher dimensional beings don't judge us. Because they know one time they was where we were, or where we are. Let's see. 2 days ago, I was meditating, and afterwards, I heard a mean snake hiss. What does that mean? That mean your third eye trying to awaken? Shit, the other night I was laying in bed meditating, and I'm in my room, and I heard a whole bunch of plates fall. Like, sound like they broke. I immediately got up, ran in the kitchen, went shit in there. So, I mean, all that means is that you are tapping into a different realm. So don't get creeped out. It's a lot of shit that you see when you actually tap into the spirit realm. There are beings that get right in your face like this. Like instantly. They're fearless. Like these natives on the astral plane, man. A lot of them motherfuckers, they don't care. Like they have no boundaries. Some of them don't. And these thought forms, you see a lot of thought forms on the astral plane. You have to talk to a thought form like you're talking to a child. Literally. Like you're talking to a child. And a lot of our collective unconsciousness, we create thought forms. So you see a lot of crazy shit on the astral plane because all those thoughts that we think don't get heard or accounted for, this is the collective unconscious. It goes on the astral plane. So you see a lot of crazy shit on the astral plane. Just imagine if every thought that you ever thought you played out. But them shit they still floating in the universe. Cause thoughts continue to travel. This is the collective unconscious that I'm talking about. And it's on the astral plane. Thoughts never die. Y'all think about this, right? I was talking about this shit earlier. And I'm gonna bring it to y'all. Imagine if nobody could tell that you were genetically wired not to lie. Do y'all know it would be chaos? Pure chaos. Think about that shit. It would be pure chaos. Absolute chaos. See, that's why I'm saying, what I'm saying, I said this earlier. Everything is necessary, just depending on the time and the circumstance. Okay, this is why you got the negative and positive, so you can get balance. Because if you just had nothing but truth, shit, niggas would be dead everywhere. Everybody be getting their ass whooped. Everybody feelings would be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talking about. Yes, I seen it. I seen it in my. Wait a minute. I ain't trying to miss nothing. Can you speak on the dude they killed, the black dude from Africa? Oh man, you talking about Simeon Toko? That's a whole nother lecture for another time. But you know, I did a video. I got a video. If you go on my playlist and just look for the one that say Simeon Toko, I go through a whole. I think the video probably like an hour and something. But I go into great detail concerning Simeon Toko. But I will say this about Simeon Toko. Simeon Toko is coming back. He made that shit clear. And he also made it clear that we are about to genetically unlock and we are going to be just like him. This is the reason for y'all know, the inoculation. I can't say the word because they'll probably, when they shoot you with that shit. But y'all, that's the reason for that. They'll try to shut my video down if I say the word. They be tripping and shit. So I'm on a platform, so I can't do nothing but respect it. That's like me being inside. That's like somebody coming inside my house. They better show me some respect because they're in my house. So I can't do nothing but respect them because I'm in their house. So I'm going to try to abide by their rules. But anyway, this was the point. This is the point of that. When they shoot you with that shit, they're trying to shut down your DNA, or junk DNA, so-called junk DNA, which is angelic DNA that is about to unlock in us. So this is the point of that, because they seen it, what happened. They seen what happened with Simeon Toko. And he had abilities that were unreal compared to today. Okay? Yeah, y'all just trying to make that quick because that's a lot to talk about with Simeon Toko. If I'm going to say this, if there ever was a man named Jesus Christ that walked on this planet, it was Simeon Toko and Simon Kambangu. Let me see. Y'all getting some questions in enough? Where we at? A lot of that stuff is in Rome, just like the Black Madonna, right? Your phone tripping, mine be tripping too. Yes, I seen on my astral and a field of a sunflower while honoring Oshun. Okay. Seen a ball of light. I meant to say, okay, gotcha. Somebody had a light. Okay, shorty 94. Had a light being visit me and my son. I was on my bed talking to it. It was amazing to see it. I didn't take a picture. I didn't take a picture as a sign of respect. That's what's up. Yeah. Those are memorable moments. One of the most memorable moments I had on the astral plane was talking to Elijah Muhammad. And also meeting my spirit guide. And talking to my auntie too. What is your thoughts on dealing with... Oh, and my uncle too. He just passed over. Talk to him. My uncle said, because, well, y'all don't know, but his His legs got amputated when he was alive, physically, on this physical plane. But when I saw him, oh, you got your legs back, huh? He's like, I got my legs back. uh, and I'm gonna tell you something. When they pass over and they go to the fourth dimension, they gonna look younger every time, cause you get to choose what age you want to look like. The majority choose that which they look their best at. So anytime, like all my aunties that I saw in the astral plane and talked to them, just like I'm talking to y'all, not like in a dream state where you just watching the shit play out. They're gonna choose when they look at their best. So everybody that I saw that passed over, I saw my granddaddy. He looked like he was about 25. I ain't never seen him look that good in real life because he was an old man. My granddad was about 90 something when he passed away physically. But ain't no such thing as death. But anyway, point is, death is an illusion. Are we in a simulation? Hell yes, we're in a simulation. What are your thoughts on dealing with angels? Oh man. Speaking of archangels, I met the angel Jibril on the astral plane. Met him on the astral plane. I asked him could he heal my brother from a sickness. And he told me he couldn't. So I got mad with him. I ain't gonna lie, I got mad. I'm like, you an archangel. Why the hell you can't heal my brother? And bottom line, he told me based off my brother's past life karma, he can't intervene with that. That's something he got to go through. But anyway, even these archangels can't overturn past life karma. So they are in synchronicity or in harmony or in line with universal law. They can't even violate universal law. And guess what? The Archangel Jibril is a man, a black man. I know this shit from personal experience. Can you tell us more about the light being? Oh, that's Shorty. Asking Shorty. On ancient information. Well, no. For some it may work in a bad way. Anytime the government issues out something, anytime, because this government ain't never gave a fuck about it, especially black folks. Let's just be real about this shit. Anytime the government issue out something and they say anybody that takes the inoculation, you're automatically qualified to be in a $1 million lottery, or they say you don't have to wear a mask no more, or they say you get a bonus at work if you take this motherfucker. That ought to be a red flag right there. That should be a red flag when they are trying to promote something to the point to where they're trying to give away gifts. Man, please. But you do as you please. Everybody got their own path in life. But if you got any type of common sense, it's gonna tell you something. Any new books we should pick up? Oh man, I've been reading so many different books. I've been checking out is anybody familiar with, I might have to make a video of his own about this though. Valiant Thor. There's a book called A Stranger at the Pentagon. Valiant Thor was an extraterrestrial that came to the Pentagon, and I think he was talking with, I think it was Eisenhower, one of the presidents. It was in 1957 though. That's when it took place. Whoever the president was in 1957. And he came to basically try to uplift the planet. And the program or system that he had laid out, well, it basically, the reason why it was rejected is because the president and those in power at the time said that this would put pharmaceuticals out of business. A lot of places of business would just, nobody would have no job no more. And basically it would collapse the system. So they rejected Valiant Thor's blueprint to uplift the planet. And he had an excellent one too. But anyway, the man spoke every language you could think of. He had no naval cord. Okay, no naval. He had no navel at all because he was not human birth. He didn't even have fingerprints. Because he was created by the Syrians, the Titan Syrians. The Titan Syrians have large. If y'all don't know who the Titan Syrians are, go watch my video, the Extraterrestrial Almanac. Just go to my playlist and I got it all the way lined up, different extraterrestrial species and stuff like that. And it'll give you a good breakdown on these beings. Wow, that's awesome. I need to tap in more like you said about your loss. Oh, ain't no loss. Shit. They ain't none of them. I'm gonna tell y'all me. Anytime a family member pass over, I'll be glad than the motherfucker. I'll be hurt at first because they leaving me right here. But overall, I'll be glad that they get to leave this shit. They have more freedom than we have. Okay, death begins for real when you physically born because you start deteriorating. And when you so-called die, death actually loses its grip because you come out this prison house body. So don't feel sorry for me because I damn sure don't feel sorry. Because to me, they're not dead. Because if I wanna have communication with them, all I gotta do is will that shit. I put it in my heart. If I will it, they can feel me yearning for them, and I have an out of body experience. Communicate with them. So they ain't gone nowhere. Nowhere. They got way more freedom than we do. So don't ever feel that way, especially dealing with me. But I appreciate it though. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I appreciate it. Talking to I guess. Hmm. Reincarnation. Reincarnation is real. Buffering. I'm buffering. Oh shit. Let's see what else y'all got. Oh yeah. Afterwards, I spoke very little for a week on the physical plane. Damn. Can you meet your future husband in the astral realm? I had a good dream. I didn't want to wake up. He was a keeper. I'm damn. Hey, look here. If you met your future husband on the astral realm, 9 times out of 10, he on the astral realm waiting on you to pass over. Okay. Unless he's a astral traveler that can be in another state. Now, if he's an astral traveler that can be in another state, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you, as I would, look, I'm on the physical plane just like you. I'm just out my body right now. And he will give you his number. Okay? So 9 times out of 10, he the one you talking about, he's a native on the astral plane right now. He ain't on here. He ain't on this planet. Shit, somebody calling me, y'all. I'm gonna have to hang up. Hold on, let me let them know. All right, y'all, we still going. Okay, let me see. Wow, gotta check that book out. Oh, let me see. How do you feel about the theory of the Sumerian god Enki being half Anunnaki? Yeah, he definitely Enki, according to the Act in the Book of God, he is definitely half Syrian, half reptilian. And I believe that the reptilians have a tie to this planet through Enki. And Enki, he both sides of the family. So you really can't trust somebody like that. You know? Because his mama reptilian, his daddy a Syrian, so his daddy a black man basically. And his mama a reptilian. And a man gonna have love for his mama side of the family now. See, Enki, to me, he's not to be trusted. That's just to me. Because he could go either way. Because he on both sides of the family. So he's not gonna discriminate. Okay? Because that's his mama side of the family. The reptilian side. So you can see why the reptilians have been known to be running this motherfucker for a long time. Okay, and these beings, these reptoids, We can't get mad at them for being the way they are. Okay? This is the way of life. This is their way of life. It's fucked up. Don't get me wrong, it's fucked up. But this is their way of life according to the immortalities of Thoth the Atlantean. They were summoned from the abyss. That means they come from chaos. They are the real chaos beings. Therefore, they were designed to cause havoc, disharmony, bunch of bullshit, you know. They were designed that way. They were made that way. It is a part of them. It's a part of their essence. And Inky has that in him. So this is why this is a prison planet. This is why the souls are always being recycled, put back on this motherfucker. So these extraterrestrial, low-dimensional beings from the abyss, mainly the reptilians and insectoids, they can feed off your light photons when you're stressed and you're depressed. This is why that God in the Bible requires a blood sacrifice, of course. And yet the Bible say thou shalt not kill. But it requires a blood sacrifice. Because he's feeding off fragments of your soul. So y'all just go check out my book. I mean, not my book, but my video. The truth about the jealous God. Yaldabaoth revealed. The jealous God in the Bible. All right, let's see what we got. Let me get back to these questions. So ancestor money reaches them. Look, I ain't sure about all that ancestor money stuff because to me, from my experience, to all of the ancestors are not the same. Some ancestors see money as leaves off a tree. Because that's just from my personal experience being on the astral plane. Some of them still value money because they were so programmed into this way of life. So it just depends on who you're dealing with. But somebody like me on the astral plane, if I pass over and actually go to the astral, which I most definitely am not. But if I pass over and go to the astral plane, right? Somebody did a money ritual to me. That shit gonna be like leaves falling off the tree. That shit don't mean nothing to me. How to meet with a God you're connected to. You have to get on that frequency so that the laws of attraction will correspond to that which you're striving to be or striving to communicate with. You have to reach their level, just like they got to reach your level if they're trying to communicate with you. I found out that the God that I guess mainly I connect to is Ra-Hor Kahuit. And when I started studying him heavy, a giant smiling falcon appeared in my head. That's interesting. I played it in the astral realm. What do you think about the truth? What do you think the truth of Atlantis? Maybe why do you think the truth of Atlantis is so hidden? I'm gonna take it like that. Excuse me, y'all. I think that the reason why the truth of Atlantis is hidden, excuse me, is because it will reveal the truth about those that are in power today. You got to remember, Atlantis was infiltrated and overthrown by a group of beings that weren't supposed to be here. That's a classic video. Appreciate you, my brother. You said that's a classic video. Back to these reptilians right quick. Yeah, they have a place in the universe, though. They are the outcasts of the universe. There are more angelic beings than there are these chaos beings. Way more. So there is balance throughout the universe more than we know it. It's just on this planet because we're surrounded by so much negativity, and the negativity is promoted. Actually, there's more good on this planet than there is negativity, believe it or not. But because the negativity is promoted through media, it seems the opposite. Good always prevails because the universe was designed in harmony. You can just tell by the stars. Ain't no stars out there leaving their pocket, bumping into each other. You can tell by the way the planets orbit. Ain't no planet playing bumper cars with each other. They're all in harmony with each other, spinning at the same speed. So they're in harmony. That means they're in love with each other. So that's how you can tell the universe was created out of love. Not the map upside down recently makes you wonder why. That's interesting. I've heard when you pass away, don't go to the light. If you avoid the light, you won't be recycled back to the earth again. Not sure if it's true. Yeah, if you don't go to the light, you go to the premortal world. You go to the premortal world before there was a um astral realm. You go back to the essence of it all, and you're able to slip and go to other pockets in the other dimensions. They even showed it in the little cartoon movie Soul. Um, what? Wait a minute. Let me see. What else we got here? Um, what do the dark cave symbolize? What does the dark cave symbolize? I woke up one time and when I closed my eyes, I was underwater and there was tiki torches leading up to this huge dark cave. Got word and woke up. Shit, I don't know. You should have went through it. That's why we mess up when we don't go through our experiences. You will never know until you go through it. Just don't be afraid of the shit. Because if you're afraid, you're going to attract some negative stuff. What was Earth created for since there is so much evil on it? Earth was created for, I'm gonna tell y'all something right quick. Tell you where I got this information from too. Every planet is owned by a certain extraterrestrial. It is made known in the book Encounters. Also, it is made known in Tuesday Live Saint Rample's book, um, The Hermit. Okay? In the book Encounters by Dr. Flory, it's a lady, a Hispanic lady named Diane. She's put up on a hypnosis by this hypnotist. And she's recountering or reoccurring um, herself being taken up on his spaceship. Because normally when the extraterrestrials take you on a spaceship, they wipe your memory so you don't remember shit. Or they give you thought forms of something that you think is happening, but it's really not happening. But they're doing something to you. But anyway, she recounted that these beings told her that we go from different planets, colonizing. So they own certain planets, certain extraterrestrials do. Like Inky, I believe, is the owner of this planet. But some people say Inky was murdered on Mars and they buried him up under that big black African Egyptian looking face temple on Mars. They say that's where his tomb is at. Because he was betrayed by some close, supposed to be friends of his. So you just can never really tell what the hell. But that's some of the stuff I ran across information. My uncle told me he has a friend who captured a ball of light. He boarded his entire house with metal. Wait a minute. With metal wool. Apparently these orbs can't pass through them, so the guy trapped the orb and I asked, is it really possible to capture these orbs of light? A main capture or um, maybe capture a reptilian. Hell yeah, you can capture. I'm gonna tell you something. You can capture a reptilian, but who the hell want to capture some chaotic? But according to the Emerald tablets of Thoth, it says that the brothers of light, they could actually summon these low dimensional beings or reptilians and control them, make them do their bidding. That's what it say. So you can do that, but you gotta be a white magician in order to do that. But if you don't know what you're doing, you playing with fire. You don't want to capture no reptilian by doing a ritual and then summon one of them low dimensional motherfuckers because they are very powerful. They'll rape your brain. They'll rape your thoughts. Take your own thoughts. You don't even have your thoughts no more. They have you thinking shit that can do something to hurt your own self. You don't want to play with them unless you know what you're doing. Is it possible to, with you on the Atlantis? Wait. I'm definitely with you. Okay, somebody respond. Somebody. Why are we stuck on this prison planet? So that the jealous God can feed. That's why we stuck. I don't understand why I would agree to this. Well, because this is the hardest simulation, according to a lot of the extraterrestrials. This is the hardest simulation, one of the hardest simulations, probably the hardest simulation in the universe to go through. And if you can pass this motherfucker and actually, um, I guess graduate, then you are going to be considered like a god of the gods, because we are gods. We're just dormant right now. So imagine a god with amnesia, and this god is choosing to become a mortal. He's out of his element. Now you got to remember, out of the body, when you're out the body, time don't exist no more. So imagine you are actually a god. Imagine that shit. One time you was a god, now you have amnesia, you in the physical body, and the physical body got all these low vibrational attributes, emotions that can be altered, that can be manipulated, thoughts that can be manipulated and altered. You can be hurt, physically hurt, all types of shit that can harm you. So shit, this is like the hardest simulation there is. I'm about to end this live too, y'all, because I've been going about an hour. Um, um, let me see what y'all got. Yeah, I'm about to end this live though. I ain't no. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't no master teacher. I'm not. I ain't no master at shit. I know what I know though. I know that. But I don't feel like I'm a master at nothing. But I appreciate the comment. I appreciate it. Everybody chose to come here. You just don't remember. That's all, because we got amnesia. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off this thing, and I'm gonna try to start doing more lives more often. I'm gonna try to, go no longer than an hour. But anyway, until next time, y'all stay strong. May the force be with you. Peace. Now I gotta see how you end this shit, because I ain't used to doing no live.